Greetings from the Whole Elephant Institute. My name is Dr. Lotus Weiss, and today I'm doing this video for the general public as part of our community outreach for our ongoing effort to build the first Chinese charter school in the community. And our charter school's name is called the Whole Elephant Chinese Charter School. We are planning to start our charter school in the school district of 25 in Queens. And this project we started in the year of 2012. And remembering the journey of the past 8 years of our team, trying to reach out the community to let everyone know about our vision of the importance of introducing traditional Chinese culture and the language to our community, and to help the community understand the difference of China versus Chinese Communist Party. Because the world, through this Wuhan pneumonia pandemic, now is gradually awakened to the very fact that China is not Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party claim that it can represent the Chinese people, but as we all know that now the world understands that the Chinese people do not acknowledge to be represented by the Chinese Communist Party. And in our school district, there are lots of Chinese immigrants. They come to this country because they don't want to be part of the control by the Chinese Communist Party. However, even after they come to this community, because of their loved ones are still in China, they are afraid to become truly an integral member of this society. And they gradually, passively still follow the Chinese Communist Party's dictatorship. And they silenced themselves in very important principles. And especially in the situation regarding the past 21 years in China, as we all now start to learn that the Chinese Communist Party evil leader Jiang Zemin in 1999, on July 20th, started to label almost 100 million good people in China who had at the time, recognized that they love 3 words called 真, 善, 忍. 真 means truthfulness, 善 means compassion, 忍 means forbearance. And when they growing up in the Chinese Communist Party controlled system, and when they were fed with propaganda, when they were taught to hate, when they were led to do class struggle, and their lives started to be very miserable. One generation after another fought and killed. 80 million people in China died from unnatural death because of the communist ideology. So one day suddenly they heard this message called 真, 善, 忍, and the teaching is delivered under the name of 法轮功. Now in the Western country, we call it 法轮功 or called 法轮大法, 法轮大法. So, the Chinese people, when they heard about 法轮功, 法轮大法, when they heard about 真善忍, truthfulness, compassion, forbearance, they decided that this is what they really, really want. And this is really representing the China that they know about. So they started to, follow truthfulness, compassion, forbearance. They started to do the wonderful meditation exercises. I recently did some demo of the peaceful exercises of Fa Lin Da Fa. 5 sets of beautiful, peaceful exercises of cultivation practice, which represents the essence of traditional Chinese culture. And from one teacher, Master Li Hongzhi, on May 13th, 1992, Fa Lin Da Fa was introduced to the Chinese Republic. And by the year of 1999, prior to Jiang Zemin's persecution in China, according to the CCP's survey, and they estimate that 100 million Chinese people are practicing Falun Gong, Falun Dafa. And Jiang Zemin, out of his personal jealousy, he decided to mobilize the entire Chinese machinery to persecute Falun Gong, persecute 100 million Falun Gong practitioners and their friends and their family members. And so, this is what has happened in China 21 years ago. And ever since then, the persecution has been ongoing until today. And Western people here in America, we can easily remember the history of the ancient Rome, when the Christians were persecuted by this Roman emperor, right? Nero. And the Nero basically led to the persecution of Christians. And what is the consequence? We know now, right? 4 major plague, and lots of people died, and Rome basically collapsed. So now we are living in this world that the entire earth is like a village, and what happens in China immediately affected the entire globe. China, Wuhan pneumonia spread all over the world, and very similar to what happened in ancient Rome. The world now is witnessing, all the ugliness associated with the CCP, and people are starting to recognize that so many people died, and it's because of CCP lies. Americans die, right? So we, at this point, it's very, very important to know the truth. What is Chinese Communist Party? And what is Falun Gong? And why it's persecuted? And why the Wuhan pneumonia is now called the CCP virus? And why so many people have died? And how many people will die if we do not quickly clean out the poisons of the CCP ideology? So the whole Elephant Institute that we are working together as a platform upon, we feel that at this point the school system, the public school system, must be introduced this truth to develop true vaccine, true immunity, to make sure we can safeguard the health of our children, our teachers. And so this is the reason, we, as a whole Elephant Institute, the school founding team, we want to come out to the community, and I today want to do this video to let the general public know about what we are trying to do. When people say China, oh, is that Communist China? We want people to know that we come here to deliver the true Chinese culture, the 5,000 years of Chinese culture. And we want people to be cleaned out in their mind, their soul, in their soul, this all the poisons by the Chinese Communist Party. And we want the people to inherit the wonder, the treasure of 5,000 years of Chinese culture. And we want the community to stand by our side, to work together, to understand that now it is time for the world to know what is truly China, and to say no to CCP, so that we can stay safe, our children can stay healthy, and then the world can be nourished by this treasure of 5,000 years of Chinese traditional culture and language that in fact is a gift by our Creator. Our Creator has delivered this wonder on the land of China to exactly for this moment, for us to inherit, to be nourished, and to develop immunity and to enter the future. So please come to join us, and also visit our website, the Whole Elephant Institute, and give us your feedback, and let us integrate your feedback into our application, and so that we can truly be rooted in this community and help everyone to share and to learn from each other, and to disperse all negativities, analyze, and together we enter a very splendid future. Thank you very much.